that leaves us with Hal. Let's see what your topic is. Let's spin the wheel. Topic is nationality.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm English, obviously, which is rubbish, isn't it? No, it is. No one likes us. If you, I follow England at rugby, at football. Everywhere we go, we get booed. Everybody else boos us. My wife, Northern Irish, boos me in bed. Absolutely. Boo! You're rubbish! Get off! You English are crap! It's not all English people, it's just me. I was actually doing a gig in Scotland a couple of years ago in Glasgow, and I said to a room full of Scottish people, is it true, whenever we play football, you support the opposition? And they all went, yeah, yeah, we do. I said, you know what? We do the same to you, we just never know when you're playing. But I happen to think that sort of anti-English thing, and with Brexit, means the UK is finished. Eventually, in my lifetime, the UK is going to break up. I said I was a passionate Remainer when it came to Brexit, or Ramona, or my favourite one, a sneering member of the metropolitan middle-class liberal elite. I love being called that. I love being called elite. It makes me sound like we're like super troops, you know, that go around the area in a van, keeping it bourgeois. We all screech to a halt, we jump out, we take up our favourite yoga position immediately. That cafe's no longer serving decaf soya lattes! Destroy it! Say that word, quinoa. It's quinoa, you bug!
Thank you very much. Well done, Hal Crittenden. I can't slide. Hold some both of you. Come on back. OK, our next topic is what the voices in Tony Blair's head are saying.
You will obey! You will obey!
Keep smiling, have Gordon killed. Keep smiling, have Gordon killed. Cherie, will you shut the f*** up?
Oh, look, there's Cherie. That reminds me, I must post a letter.
I like big butts and I cannot laugh.
I wonder what John Prescott looks like in hot pants.
Mustn't get a stiffy.
Damn it, got a stiffy.
Go on, lie. You got away with it last time.
Well done, everyone. All come back and sit down. Our next round is called Headliners. Here's a picture of the Mayor of London with the Prime Minister. But what does BACC stand for?
Is it a before and after cosmetics commercial?
Is it they're pointing at each other and just saying, basically, a complete cock?
Is it boring airport conversation continues?
Is Boris saying our education policy is as easy as BAC?
Is it Boris just greeting Cameron in his normal way by going, bountiful acclamations, Cameronius Caesar?
Is it Boris describing his life and he's just saying birds and cycling, cracking?
I think it's banging all the Conservative chicks.
Is it the start of an alphabetical list of people who've benefited most from the Olympics? Boris and Coca-Cola.
It's Cameron taking one look at Boris and said, you know, barbers accept credit cards.
OK, move towards the correct answer if you can, please.
Is it Boris and Cameron collide?
Actually, is it? No,
Clash?
it's not. Sorry, Josh. What was that answer?
Chris.
Chris, sorry, Josh. I'm sick. Fuck off. How quickly do people boo you? Jesus.
He's sick. He has the decency to not show up. Sorry.
Let's do it again.
Sorry, Chris, yeah.
Is it Boris and Cameron clash?
Very good, well done, Chris. Very good.
In other news, who has David Cameron had to apologise to in the last week?
Queen.
The Queen.
Yeah,
Yes.
because he told, I think it was the ex-mayor of New York, wasn't it? And it was overheard by a journalist. He said that when the Queen heard the Scottish referendum result, she purred. Which apparently she does. Yeah. What he didn't say is that when she doesn't like something, she goes, bah!
Did she purr, or is that not just the sound that a phone makes when you hang up on somebody?
But I do like the idea of the Queen purring. I think that would make a fantastic Christmas message, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah,
She's sat there on the little armchair. She's got a little saucer of milk, a little scratching post on the other side. Just going, oh.
Would the Duke of Edinburgh be scratching her behind the neck? Is that what happened? Oh, sorry, I touched you.
Hello, you two. Hello.
Yeah, everyone saw that, right?
What's under the desk? Get up and show us what's under the desk.
Sarah, quickly, hover. Hover out of here right now.
I don't know.
I tell you what, that is the furthest I've ever been with a girl.
I mean, I get on one level, yes, she's like a cat. We feed her, and she treats us with a fair amount of contempt.
I'm disappointed that in the most candid revelation of what she's like on the phone, it was just a bit of a purr. That he didn't say, and I told her, it's OK, Scotland have decided to stay, and she said, oh, get in, you fucking beauty.
Deleted lines from a fantasy film.
I am Aragorn, son of Arathorn, the heir to Isildur and part of the Fellowship of the Ring. Please leave a message after the tone.
Ron had been suffering from swine flu and people were avoiding him. Luckily, he was ginger and he was used to it.
I don't know why you're so upset, Harry. The original Dumbledore died 3 films ago and no one gave a shit.
Did you find Narnia in the wardrobe? No, Edmund. We found your porn stash.
My friends, we will never hear the word Mordor again. Taggart has been cancelled.
No, Harry, it's not a 5-headed dog. It's girls allowed. Me.
I am Aslan, formed by the merger of Asda and Matalan.
We had only been there for a day, but to us it felt like 15 years. That's Birmingham.
Did you honestly think I could be defeated by someone younger? I am Arlene Phillips!
Welcome to Mordor, twinned with Swansea.
This will never work, Frodo.
In the wardrobe, we found a magical compartment that led to the Fritzl family.
He stole it from me, my precious! Oh, no, it's in my pocket.
You all right, John? How's it going, all right? Yeah. How's the kids? All right? See you later.
I'm not a dwarf, I'm a lesbian.
The jam thing irritates me, because the jam thing is that we've been told there's an opportunity for Britons to sell jam to Europe.
Yes.
That's a big opportunity, right? And all the Twitter comments were trying to sell jam to the French, all the French provide all of that. But they do, but we make really good jam. We make really, really good jam. And I hate this thing. I hate made this thing
doing down the country.
Yeah. No, whereby everything that comes from France is more sophisticated. Their jam just comes from a big jam factory near Marseille. I mean, when I was a kid, we all thought ski yoghurt was incredibly sophisticated. It was made in Swansea.
When you started that, I thought, where's he going with this? And it's just like, oh, he just loves jam.
French jam is really complicated. I mean, it's not good because you go to Waitrose.
Jesus Christ.
You just want a jar of raspberry jam. Can you find it? You can find framboise. What the fuck is that?
It's food. Oh, OK. Oh, very similar topics. I once went to a buffet in Reading, and that's not even the joke. It was organised by a woman called Wendy, and it was so beige. It was so bland. It was like a buffet representation of Reading. I looked across this buffet, right? They put out sausage rolls, right? Sausage rolls, right? Where they just whipped off the cellophane and put the corrugated plastic straight down on the table. Like we were dogs! Then we had Scotch eggs, right? Scotch eggs cut into quarters. Apparently no one can eat a whole one. Then we had breadsticks displayed in a pint glass. I thought I was at a fucking UKIP rally. Then she starts putting down cold pizza slices next to wontons. No one's mixed Italian and Chinese cuisine like that since Marco Polo. Then she brought out the quadrant of dips. You know, the 4 dips. The 4 dips of the apocalypse. The white one. The other white one. Then there's a green one. What's that? Guacamole. Then there's a pink one. What's that made of? Sillet bang? I was just glad to have something made of some sort of colour. Anyway, it was a terrible buffet, but thank you very much, Wendy.
Who made a typically colourful speech at the conference?
Can I just ask one question?
Oh, my God.
Is it how
Why
they get the little
isn't
thing to go down?
Why isn't there orange jam?
Marmalade is...
No, that's not jam. That's got bits in.
Yeah, I'm happy to move on as well. And I'll give you a clue. The answer is Boris Johnson. Who?
It was Boris Johnson.
Shut up, I have to ask the question first. Let's stick to the conventions of normal language. Who made a typically colourful speech at the conference?
Was it Hugh about jam?
OK. The topic is drinking.
Now, according to police, right, apparently in nightclubs, 1 in 20 drinks are spiked. Now, I was thinking this could give you a little excuse not to go into work the next day. Phone up work, I can't come in, my drink was spiked. How do you know? Well, I had 20 of them. One of them must have been. Of course, if you go and see your doctor now, they give you a little test, don't they? My doctor, he said to me the other day, he said, how many units of alcohol have you had this week? I said, 21. He said, that's not bad. The maximum's 28. I was thinking it was bloody lucky I saw him on the Monday.
OK, let's see what we've got left for Frankie. Let's spin the wheel again. And it's drinking.
As a teetotal alcoholic, that should be quite good. I drink energy drinks now. It's good that they've finally managed to can anxiety. It's good that there's a drink that gives me the resting heart rate of a serial killer who's just spotted that there's a sale on at B&Q. I hate this thing where Guinness always go, oh, we're the national drink of Ireland. Yeah, you're the national drink of a nation of alcoholics. That's like saying that you're Gary Glitter's favourite search engine. I'm teetotal, right? A concept which Scottish people don't understand. So I did a gig in Fife, and I was on stage, and this guy was going up to the bar, and he went, hey, I'll get you a drink as well. And I went, well, I used to be an alcoholic, so I don't drink anymore, but thanks anyway. And he looked at me for a bit, and then he went, a pint of lager shandy.
Frankie Boyle.
Now the topic is food. Oh, there you go.
Now, this is one of my favourite topics because I absolutely hate restaurants. And my wife loves restaurants. She's middle class. She's been skiing and everything. And she loves a restaurant. She says, can we go to a restaurant at the weekend? And I say, yes, we can. And we're barely there 2 minutes, and she's like, isn't it a lovely ambiance? And I say to her, I don't know what you're talking about. I've worked out what an ambiance is. It's a night out about poor people, isn't it, basically? It's people with a few quid to say, can we just have one night out about the poor people turning up? You know what they're like. They'll be banging spoons together, singing Mailman's a Dustman, creating an atmosphere. We want an ambiance. So we're trying to enjoy the ambiance. But something's happened spoiling it for me. There's no tomato sauce on the table. Creating the situation when my wife looked at me, she said, you're going to ask for tomato sauce, aren't you? I said, yes, I am. Because I'm going to have the risotto. You can't eat risotto without red sauce, it's too dry. It's a health and safety issue. You've got to zhuzh it up with a bit of red sauce, right? So I thought, I'm not having it. I said to the waitress, excuse me, do you have any ketchup in the building? She's looked at me like I'm the worst pleb God has ever put breath in. She went off to the kitchen and I saw her making her way back with a pot about that big, about 2 chipfuls of tomato sauce. I thought, oh, here we go. She's tried to put it down and walk away like she's doing a drug deal or something. And I stopped her. I said, hold on, love, don't rush off. And I took a sip of it. And I looked at her, I said, yes, I'll have a bottle, please.
Things you wouldn't hear on a TV cookery show.
Hi, I'm Nigella Lawson, and before I bake any cake, I like to chop my flour into lines.
You can see that's rising nicely. It does that every time I think about how much money Channel 4 are going to pay me.
Hello and welcome to Can't Cook, Won't Cook. Today we won't be making anything. Goodbye.
Coming up next on Saturday Kitchen, whatever we want, because we know you're too hungover to change the channel.
This is a hot pot.
This is a fucking hot
So, if you want to bone a chicken, what you need to do, take it on a couple of dates, and then invite it back, put on some romantic music, and let nature take its course.
There is a bit of a problem on this week's food and drink. I've finished all of it.
This is a Thai chicken curry, or as I like to call it, hot Asian cock.
OK, Sam, let's see what you've brought in your bag of ingredients. It is a pint of wine and a large Malteser.
Right, welcome to Southern Cooking for Northerners. First up, quinoa. What is it and why it can fuck off?
Well, if you're going to pop it in, don't forget to cover it first. I didn't, and that's why I'm making paternity payments.
Hello, I'm Greg Wallace, and this series of MasterChef, we won't be using plates. We'll just be eating off my shiny, shiny head.
Hello, it's Nigella Lawson here again. I'm just going to say the word spatchcock for no reason. spatchcock.
Anyone can make this. You can't, Beatrice. Sorry, you can't beat rice.
Let's just all go home. Yeah, let's just go home.
Welcome to Great Indian Bake Off. I'm Paul Bollywood.
Hello, I'm Jamie Oliver. Welcome to my new show. Stick a bit of fucking sugar in it.
In other news, what could happen to drunk air passengers in the future?
They might sober up.
Yeah.
They're complaining drunks are getting on planes. They make you wait for 2 hours in a pub. That's just a brilliant pub that happens to have good transport links.
It is true, though, isn't it? It's the only time you see people sort of 3 o'clock in the morning in an airport pub just going, oh, I'll have a bacon sandwich and 4 pints of Stella. That seems to make sense, doesn't it? We're here. As soon as you take away windows, all responsibility goes, doesn't it? It can be any time I want it to be.
Totally agree. I saw a guy, this was out of order, 7 a.m, having a Wagamama's. What the hell are you doing?
You're right, you're right.
What is going wrong in your life? There's a guy drinking a Guinness, looking across, going, he's got problems.
It's only a problem on planes, though, isn't it? It's not a problem in airports, is it? And it's only a problem on planes if you get so drunk that you go, right, you, outside, now.
But they always say that people get drunk and try to open the doors. Presumably you can't actually open those doors.
I don't think someone can just run around. The doors, obviously, they can be open, otherwise we'd all still be on the last plane we got onto. You can't, but you can't in a kind of a, hello, you're a very pretty, who says, whoa! That big roundy bun doesn't go from, whoa! Give me a call! James Orlandi!
The topic is driving.
Oh. I have to drive because I run like that. Now, I don't want you guys to think I'm a failure just because I live at home with my mum and dad and I'm 35 years old. Because recently, one of the things I did is I finally passed my driving test. You would not clap if you'd seen me do it. I found the whole process very stressful, and I get quite nervous about it. And people aren't very much help when you feel nervous. Like I'd say, oh, I'm feeling nervous, and they go, oh, don't be nervous. Oh, thanks very much. I hadn't thought of it like that. Where I live, when you first pass your driving test, everyone has to go on this one rite of passage drive to an out-of-town shopping centre which goes by the name of Blue Water. And so I decided I wouldn't go on my own. I thought I'd take someone with me. I'll take my dad with me because I've got a good relationship with my dad, and I thought this would be a great way to end it. And, like, the last thing my dad taught me how to do was how to box. Yeah. When I was being picked on at school. Can you imagine? And he was just standing there going, it's all right, you're just going to punch my hands. Just try punching my hands. I was cowering in the corner going, no, Dad, no, I can't do it. I can't deal with confrontation. It doesn't sound right in my accent. My dad was going, oh, I thought you'd be much better at this. I mean, you've already got the silk dressing gown on and everything. So we're sat there in the car, right, and there's already a tension, and we're going along, and we come to some traffic lights, and they're red. That means you have to stop. I've done the theory test as well. Anyway, the lights went from red to amber to green, and I went to drive off, and what happened is I stalled the engine. And my dad, bless him, he turned to me, and he said, concentrate! Which is such a calming thing to say.
Thank you very much, well done, both of you. And right round the applause go to Tessia. So good.
unlikely things to hear on a travel programme.
Look at these wide, sandy beaches. Fantastic. And we're almost certain the Ebola has now gone.
And the most wonderful thing about a trip to China is you get the opportunity to meet the child that made your trousers.
Yeah, I said it.
Southend is a lot like Las Vegas. It's the only other place in the world where you can play for sex with chips.
This is Taiwan. I've given him a number because I can't pronounce his name properly.
I'm Danny Dyer, and welcome to Italy's quaintest vineyards.
Now, if you are travelling to America, remember to pack some anti-sickness tablets, because this is where Piers Morgan lives.
Running, cycling, rock climbing, you'll do anything to get out of this shithole.
The accommodation, the weather, the food, all of these wonderful things help you to forget how smelly the locals are.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
Today we got a flavour of Thailand with just a little bit of Iraq. I'm in a branch of Thai-Rack.
This week, I'm in Kyrgyzstan, answering your questions, like, how do you spell it and where the fuck is it?
So, here we are in Lewisham. Now, it is a very impoverished area, but there's a lot to see and do if what you like seeing and doing is crime.
This truly is the best way to see Portsmouth, while looking at a picture of it when you're in Paris.
I'm almost certain my producer has got this wrong. I'm on a train to Leighton with a load of football fans. This is the Orient Express.
Something about travel.
Yeah, I said it.
This is Keflavik, one of Iceland's oldest geezers. You all right, mate?
When you arrive, why not try island hopping, or as it's also known as river dance?
When you travel, it's important to immerse yourself in the culture. So here I am in Malia, being fingered outside the Lammen flag.
Very good.
Unlikely lines from a thriller.
What more evidence do you need that there is a mole? Look at the lawn.
Your wife's head in a box. You must be the most unlucky contestant ever on Deal or No Deal.
What colour wire do I have to cut? The lilac, the mauve, the salmon pink or the fuchsia?
I want to make you a vodka martini. You can't handle vermouth.
Is that a gun in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me? She purred. Yes, it is a gun in my pocket, and I've just shot my cock off.
I'm telling you, there will be no attack. This is a side picked by Roy Hodgson.
So, Mr. Bond, we meet... Ah! Flipping cat!
I'm telling you, Captain, I work best alone! Or sometimes in a team! Basically, I'm saying I'm flexible.
So, Miss Bond, we meet at last. Why didn't we have a Skype?
I would like to gently lift your horse's foot. You can't handle the hoof!
I had human liver with fava beans and a nice Chianti. But the entertainment was excellent and he was a lovely host. So I'm going to give Hannibal 7 out of 10.
Here's Johnny! Do you mind? I'm trying to have a shit in it.
This prostitute isn't dead, said the Norwegian detective. She's just pining for the fjords.
And as his eyes gradually became accustomed to the shadowy darkness, he realised he was not alone in that room. Who is it?
It's me, Peter!
OK, at the end of the round, the points go to Greg, Hugh and Chris.
The next topic is teaching. Who wants to come in on that? Greg.
I was a teacher for many, many years, ladies and gentlemen, and I knew the day I had to leave teaching, it was simple because a very clear sign was given to me that I should leave the profession by a child, because a child walked into my lesson 20 minutes late. I was a very strict teacher. I was livid. Yeah? I was almost as mad as if that child had been running in the school corridor, right? I thought, I am having this little bastard. I am having this. So I gave him my most ruthless teacher stare when he walked in, something like... Maybe not that sexually aggressive. It wasn't. That would work. That would work, though, wouldn't it? They wouldn't be late again then, would they? Oh, dear. Where have you been? No, it wasn't right. I was furious. I went, oh, really? Oh, really? And I could see that child didn't give a shit, right? And I thought, oh, no, this is the end of my teaching career. And I went, where have you been? And he went, yeah, sorry, sir. I went, really? Are you? Well, where the hell have you been for 20 minutes? And I promise you, that child looked me in the face, went, yeah, sorry, sir. I've been living La Vida Loca. What can you say to that? I said, fair enough, sit down. Anyone who quotes Ricky Martin at me, ladies and gentlemen, is a friend for life.
Well done, Greg. The answer is cheese, wine and rubbish. What is the question?
What 3 words best describe France?
What are my ex-girlfriend's pet names for my testicles and penis?
With gas bills rising, what advice has one executive at Centrica, the owners of British Gas?
Oh, I love this guy. Put on 2 jumpers. Could he be more evil?
I think the thing for me is that I don't think there's any way of gauging how hot pensioners should be, because there is no limit to how hot pensioners seem to want to be. Speaking to my granny, I'm pretty sure I could pour a boiling pan of jam in her face. I have walked into there and almost turned into a pillar of salt sometimes. And to be honest with you, if the heat doesn't get you in that woman's flat, then the speakers on the telly will make you mentally ill.
Lines you wouldn't hear in a superhero movie.
No, R. Kelly, you can't join the Fantastic Four. It's not enough to believe you can fly.
Unlikely letters for an agony aunt to receive.
Dear Deirdre, can that giant man lift me up like a baby?
You bet your ass you can. Dear Auntie, my testicles are the size of space hoppers. I don't need any advice. I just wanted to tell someone.
The topic is the human body.
I have to tell you that being a tour man in this country is tedious, ladies and gentlemen. Tedious, because in small towns throughout the country, there are a series of jokes prepared by the locals on our behalf. I'll be walking innocently into a local pub or down the street, and I'll get several jokes. One of the jokes might be this. Just to give you an example of the level we're talking about. Another joke might be, what's the weather like up there? It's freezing. There's a massive climate change in this amount of space here. You toothless buffoon. Probably the most offensive example of this is genuine. I was at a cash point, and there was a little old woman in front of me at the cash point tapping away with her claws, and I'm sorry, I'm just quite angry about this. And when she finished, bless her heart, she turned around, and she hadn't seen me, she turned around and she went like this. Oh! Maybe not that sexually. She said, oh! And then with no hint of irony at all, she asked me this question. Would you like a job at my house, changing light bulbs? No. No, old woman. I have plans of my own. Now, get out of the way of the cash point. 20 minutes is long enough for you to have worked out that that's a Tesco club card.
Thank you very much, Greg.
Science, please.
OK, science is the category. The answer is 40 years. What's the question?
What is the average waiting time at Glasgow A&E on a Friday night?
Deleted lines from a fantasy film.
This will never work, Frodo. You all right, John? How's it going, all right? Yeah. How's the kids? All right? See you later.
Things you don't want to hear from your flatmate.
I'd give it 10 minutes in the toilet if I were you. That one could talk.
Only if you found out that his charming Spanish wife sold salad would his popularity have been any lower.
I think if two Labour MPs find themselves against each other, they should combine, like the Transformers, to make one super MP and destroy all of the Liberals forever.
There's something in that plan. Maybe slightly more working out than that.
It's the one-year anniversary of the coalition.
Yes.
At this point. I bet David forgot. I bet Nick was ringing up going, so where are you taking me? We know where he's taking you. And how roughly.
I agree. Cameron is constantly going on about the strength of the union and how strong they are. I think they should be made to kiss in public. That's what we used to do at primary school. If people said they liked each other, we made them kiss.
By the way, sorry, was this during your career as a pupil or during your later career as a teacher?
It was a prison. It was a prison school I was at.
OK. Subject is family. Who wants to come in on that? Greg.
All of my family are obsessed by the ageing process. Every single generation of us are obsessed by it at the moment. I'll just share this with you before I talk about other family members, just so I can get it off my chest. I was visiting my parents last week, and an old family friend came up to us in the street and said to my mum, "Hello, Pauline, how are you?" She said, "I'm all right, thanks, Kath, how are you?" And then she looked up at me and she said, "Hello, Bob, how are you?" Bob is my dad. He is 75 years of age. All of us are obsessed with it. All of us are obsessed with ageing in our family. Even my nan. My nan is doing her best to hold off the years. She puts a pound of face cream on every single morning, you know, and there's not a face cream on the market that works, ladies and gentlemen. I know that because of my nan, because she's a lovely woman, but she's religiously applied this stuff, and with the best will in the world, her face is ruined. I said to her, "You've spent all that time and all that money, Gran, and your face is no better than Grandad's." And he's dead. He died in the war. He got shot in the face. With a cannon. How many doors do a Jehovah's Witness have to knock on before someone lets them in? Is it what rhymes with Schmive 100 Smillion?
OK, if that's what we're doing, then can I have the correct answer, please?
That's the end of the round, then?
Yeah, that's definitely a sign of either the end of the round or the end of days.
Did you see John Prescott's offer to the people who didn't manage to get tickets? John Prescott put a tweet out saying, if you've missed out on tickets to the Olympic Games, the East Hull Olympic Games start today in the park in my constituency, which is kind of like saying, can't afford the opera? Well, there's a tramp at the bottom of my road. Yes, he whistles my way.
Greg, why are you following John Prescott on Twitter?
Private reasons. What? I had a haircut in Turkey and they set fire to my ear hair.
Really? Oh, yeah, but they liked it, but not the entire thing, just they...
No, they didn't just...
Paraffin all over. Welcome! Thank you for coming to Crazy Omar's Barbershop.
Things you wouldn't hear at a school assembly.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, boys and girls. I've just had a shit the size of a baby seal. A wise man once said, boys and girls, that if you try your hardest, you can fulfil your dreams. Generally, that's true. Not for you, though, Tom. You can't read. So...
The next topic is unlikely things to hear on a TV talent show.
You're right. I can't sing. Thanks. Oh. Where's my double act partner? Oh, he's in here. Feeling nothing more than feeling, trying to
The first subject is fatherhood. Who wants to give me that? Greg.
Yeah, my father has taken fatherhood in a very strange direction in the last few years. And it started about 3 years ago at Christmas when he announced to me, and this is a quote, and all of what I'm about to tell you is entirely real. This happened. He said to me, "Son, I am 72. I said, "I'm aware of that." He said, "Yes. I've decided from now on I shall start behaving exactly as I see fit." And I said, "Well, I would welcome that." He said, "I'm glad you agree, because when you come home for Christmas, you'll discover this year that I am wearing a Christmas outfit." I went, all right then. I got home and true to his word, he was wearing a Christmas outfit. I swear to you, it was one giant pair of white underpants that stretched from his knees to just below his nipples and a novelty Santa hat with a flashing bulb on the end. And he came downstairs, and this is a quote, "Do you like?" I said, "I find it a bit challenging." He said, "I don't give a shit what you think." And he went off to eat some cheese. This is where it gets weird. I went out that night with some of the people in my hometown. Midnight, anticipating me coming home, my mother tells me he did this. He went upstairs in his panter outfit. He went to my mother's sheet drawer, for she has one. He took out a double white sheet, he placed that over his head, he went out into their garden and he hid in a bush. With a view to giving me, his then 40-year-old son, a bit of a scare. Presumably, my mother is so sick of his shit, she decided not to tell him something that she full well knew, that on that occasion, I'd stayed over at a friend's house. It's not strictly relevant, but I went out with a Greek girl once.
I can't imagine how this wouldn't be relevant to discussion of their economy.
You do not have much money, Greg.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it in.
Unlikely things to hear in a police station.
Right, listen up. We've got a new man starting. He's half man, half horse. It's Inspector Morse. Right, listen up. There's a giant fly attacking the station. I've called the SWAT team.
Unlikely things to hear in a science documentary.
And as the sperm swim towards the eggs, it's hard not to think that I've ruined this fried breakfast.
I was in the bank the other day, this is absolute truth, and a man had a shit on the floor. It was the most shocking thing I've ever seen in my life. He just shook it out.
That is one hell of a deposit that he has made. That.
He probably normally does all of his banking on the internet, but he couldn't log on that day. Is it what Peter Andre says when he's asked what his daily routine is?
Our trains, our toilets, and our celebrities.
Is it what? Is it what?
High pitched but not Australian anymore.
Our trains, our toilets, our celebrities.
I went to a voice coach to get rid of my Australian accent, and I can't help thinking she's done something wrong.
I've been over in this country for a while, so I sometimes slip into both fucking accents. Our trains got them a six-pack. I don't miss my jeans. And then on the celebrities are making the money for the kids.
On the Peter Andre thing. Where it makes the money for the children. That was the
Is it?
No.
What three things were most complained about at the Queen's Jubilee?
If you can do that in a proper voice.
OK. But these things were most
Was it not a bit strange that they built that really elaborate, beautiful rowboat called, what's it called, the Gloriana?
Gloriana, my mate built that.
For the Queen, and yet... Was it just me who thought it's a bit weird that she's not on it? Because the only person who was on it was Claire Balding, as far as... Essentially, there's thousands of foreign tourists who think that Claire Balding is the Queen.
I saw the British Queen the other day. Looks like she can handle herself in a pub fight.
Unlikely things to hear at an awards ceremony.
And predictably, for the 50th year running, the Rear of the Year has been won by the same man. Come on up, Chris. It's a Chris Rea joke. And the award for Best Film, Kling Film.
Oh, that was all right, though, was it?
Bullshit, Dara.
It's all politics, man.
And the best posthumously released rap record goes to Kim Jong for I Told You I Was Ill. Too late. And the winner of Rear of the Year goes to Chris Rea.
Our next topic is unlikely lines from a thriller.
I want to make you a vodka martini. You can't handle vermouth. I would like to gently lift your horse's foot. You can't handle the hoof. And as his eyes gradually became accustomed to the shadowy darkness, he realised he was not alone in that room. Who is it?
It's me, Peter
People make an awful lot about the pressure that kids are under, and I suppose they are, but speaking as an ex-teacher, when it comes to exam time, there's far worse pressure on the teachers, because you have to spend sometimes 4 or 5 hours in those halls just walking up and down, and it's a recipe for insanity. I had no choice when I was teaching but to invent a game called Compile. It was just to see who could walk up and down the aisle the campest. We started off just sort of slightly mincing. Honestly, by the end of it, I was walking down a full aisle of children like this. And I knew it was time for me to leave teaching when I got to the end of one aisle, genuinely. During an actual GCSE, a kid looked up at me and went...
So were you essentially voguing your way?
I'm not exaggerating. By the end of it, I was like...
The thing is, they want to make the exams harder, don't they? You know, but surely they're hard enough already if your teacher is walking up and down, camping it up.
Oh, no, I'm still qualified, technically. We'll have to cut this bit out.
Really? Is that your safety net?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Do you think anybody, having seen you in In-Betweeners, anybody who's ever going to
Well, you've always got a trade.
I was in an exam when I was at school. My mate, at the back of the hall went... we were all waiting to leave. Someone at the back of the hall went... Bow. And Mr Mearden, the exam invigilator, went... and then someone else went... Bow. And then... Bow. From different parts of the hall, and it led to my favourite sentence I've ever heard come out of an adult's mouth, which was, all right, no one leaves until the meowing stops.
Unlikely things to hear on a property show.
Get that fish out of here, it stinks. You should never leave a place in the sun. This week on Grand Designs, my gran designs a house. It'll be shit. She's got terrible arthritis and not even a rudimentary qualification. Knock it down, tarmac it, fuck 'em.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear in a maternity ward.
I'd stay up that end and talk to your wife if I were you, Mr Smith. It looks like Alien versus Predator down here. Oh, this isn't your first baby, is it?
It's Christmas time and we hope you're all enjoying the season at home as much as we are here in October. But now, in the past, people have said we don't try harder to be festive on this show, so this year we're going an extra mile. We decided to buy each other Christmas presents, so let's see what everyone got. For Chris, I'm just going to go to you first.
OK. Well, my first present is for Hugh. I've bought everybody a bit of headgear. That's for Hugh.
So we're going to put it on?
Yeah, you're going to put it on, yeah. That'd be nice, you know. It's Christmas Day, you've got to do that, haven't you? Because Hugh is our captain, Dara. Middle second denotes captaincy. He's the captain of the
no,
team.
captain of the team.
No seniority, no points.
I'm also going to be in fantasy... What's it called?
He looks more like being a remake of The Village People at the moment.
For Andy, I got a... I know what it's like going out in public and people hassling you and stuff. I bought Andy...
my present.
I look at your present,
I bought Andy a disguise so that he can disguise himself so nobody will know it's Andy. Nobody will be able to tell it's him. For Dara, I just got a lovely hat for him to wear. It's a lovely hat. It's a normal-sized hat for a normal-sized head. Completely normal-sized hat.
I've got a present for you that hasn't been wrapped.
That's all right.
I'm really sorry. It is socks. I know that's boring, but they're not ordinary socks. They're DVT socks. Because I'm very worried about how little you move around, and I don't want you... Normally, you'd have to worry about it on a long... Yeah, it'd be on a long-haul flight you'd have to worry about it, but... Yeah, I haven't seen you walk for... Well, since 2005, so... I've also got a present for Chris here. Because, well, it's really a present for us more than anything. It's,
put this on, right?
It's just a game, really. You put that on. You just put that on, OK? And then for the long periods...
You so look like John McEnroe at a
You want your G. And for the long periods of the show when Dara doesn't bother to look at us or talk to us, we can just play. Where did that go?
This looks like Christmas ever.
It looks like a Dire Straits video gone wrong.
You go.
Honestly, I don't see what the problem is.
Gosh, this is just like my school days, only now I'm wearing a hat.
No.
Things you wouldn't hear on the radio.
In that episode of the Hugh Dennis story, Hugh Dennis was played by Bruce Willis, Steve Punt was played by Hugh Dennis, and the band was Shawaddy Waddy.
You touch my turnips and I'll fuck you up.
And now for a travel update. There is an accident on the M1. It's a good one, so hurry up. There's flames and everything.
Next, a book at bedtime. Martin Jarvis reads the speeches of Hitler in a high-pitched girl's voice.
Good afternoon, this is Radio 4 and I have a regional accent.
Next on Radio 4, the dogging forecast.
Here on Traffic Watch, we're predicting long delays on the M4, where I'm about to hit my ex-wife's car with this helicopter.
And now it's the panel show where our panel try to stave off premature ejaculation. Yes, it's just a minute.
Good morning, this is Breakfast with Tony Blackburn. I'm not actually on the radio, I've broken into your kitchen. Do you want toast?
Next, more lesbian propaganda with Woman's Hour.
Well, you've certainly stumped the Gardener's Question Time panel. None of us know how to bring a fox to orgasm.
You're listening to Heart FM. The same 5 songs all day long.
6 a.m. Welcome to the breakfast show. Who's up at 6 a.m? My wife's leaving me. My dad didn't get up at 6 a.m. and he was a fucking minor.
OK, getting that round the points go to Frankie, Hugh and Michael. The next topic is unlikely things to hear on a history documentary.
Now follows a documentary about the Queen Mother, which contains nudity and strong language from the start.
And it was here, at this exact spot that faced with 30,000 baying Frenchmen, that Henry V shat himself.
On the first day of the Battle of the Somme, over 60,000 documentaries were commissioned.
I was in the parachute regiment. I was dropped over occupied territory. 4,000 feet, 3,000, 2,000. I pulled the cord. My cagoule tightened.
Two World Wars and 1 World Cup. Doodah.
And it was actually here, in this very tower, that the princes were slaughtered. William on Red Bull and vodka and...
1547. Nostradamus predicts the rock group the Kaiser Chiefs. He also predicts a riot.
On one side of battle stood William of Orange. On the other side, Charles of O2 and Richard of Vodafone.
The final outcome of the Second World War has changed the world forever. So, if you don't want to know the result, look away now.
Next, Eva Braun, the inventor of the lady shave.
So it was my job to assassinate Himmler. So I stood behind the tree and waited for his car to come round the corner. Then I leapt out and I said, "Boo!" Sometimes all we had was the element of surprise.
Napoleon was imprisoned in St Helena, which was extremely uncomfortable for her. Her head was pointed, and he never took his boots off.
The Loch Ness Monster. Fact or fiction? Fiction. Good night.
Of course, during the war, I was brought up in Dorset. None of us expected the surprise Japanese attack on Poole Harbour.
At the end of that round, the points go to David, Hugh and Milton. Now we come to scenes we'd like to see. So if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, I'll read out this week's topics, then we'll see what our panelists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely small ads.
Hello, my name's Ads.
For sale, 1 tent. Please contact the BBC.
Genuine single man looking for a relationship. Call this number. If my wife answers, hang up.
Free to good home. Fucking printer.
Phone to hear my talk about how I became obese. 888-8888.
Rubbish collection services. Yep, we are genuinely shit at it.
I saw you on the tube. You were wearing the pink sweater with your hair pulled back. I had my cock and balls out.
Do you want a hard-working plumber for a reasonable rate? Then you shouldn't have voted for Brexit.
Learn English on Owner Home. Good examplings, quick books, disbelievable price. You buy?
Applications are now open for the Donald Trump School of Talking to Women because those bitches are not going to interrupt themselves.
Wanted, the internet, as I seem to be the only person in the whole bloody world still using the small ads.
Have you lost a ginger cat? Check the top of Donald Trump's head.
Phone to hear my talk about my reaction to eating a South African bishop. 000-00822.
Respectable middle-aged lady would like to meet gentlemen for cosy nights in, country walks, theatre visits, and occasional eye-popping anal.
OK. The next topic is things you wouldn't hear on a TV cookery show.
Hi, I'm Nigella Lawson, and before I bake any cake, I like to chop my flour into lines.
You can see that's rising nicely. It does that every time I think about how much money Channel 4 are going to pay me.
Hello and welcome to Can't Cook, Won't Cook. Today we won't be making anything. Goodbye.
Coming up next on Saturday Kitchen, whatever we want, because we know you're too hungover to change the channel.
This is a hot pot.
This is a fucking hot pot!
So, if you want to bone a chicken, what you need to do, take it on a couple of dates, and then invite it back, put on some romantic music, and let nature take its course.
There is a bit of a problem on this week's food and drink. I've finished all of it.
This is a Thai chicken curry, or as I like to call it, hot Asian cock.
OK, Sam, let's see what you've brought in your bag of ingredients. It is a pint of wine and a large Malteser.
Right, welcome to Southern Cooking for Northerners. First up, quinoa. What is it and why it can fuck off?
Well, if you're going to pop it in, don't forget to cover it first. I didn't, and that's why I'm making paternity payments.
Hello, I'm Greg Wallace, and this series of MasterChef, we won't be using plates. We'll just be eating off my shiny, shiny head.
Hello, it's Nigella Lawson here again. I'm just going to say the word spatchcock for no reason. Spatchcock.
Anyone can make this. You can't, Beatrice. Sorry, you can't beat rice.
Let's just all go home. Yeah, let's just go home.
Welcome to Great Indian Bake Off. I'm Paul Bollywood.
Hello, I'm Jamie Oliver. Welcome to my new show, Stick a Bit of Fucking Sugar in It.
OK, at the end of that round, Portugal and Nish, Zoe and Josh.
Do you enjoy Christmas? Do you like the holiday season?
Why isn't there any decoration on the set?
I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Without any decoration, boys?
Oh.
Yeah! Christmas is here!
Nothing.
That's...
Nothing makes Christmas more than a miserable Scot just going...
Do it now. This should be the opening of the Olympic ceremony.
Well, do you enjoy the Christmas?
I hate Christmas. It's like the opening sequence of Saving Private Ryan, except every third person is a woman puking into a handbag. People queuing to get into Yates's wine lodge. That sums up Christmas. You're queuing to get into somewhere shit. Just women who are praying for the invention of the morning after Bacardi Breezer.
You make Christmas specials a lot differently than we do in Australia.
Yeah.
Cynicism. This is the most miserable Christmas thing I've ever been involved in. This is my worst Christmas.
Our first round is called If This Is the Answer, What is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Stephen, which category would you like?
The economy.
OK, the economy it is. The answer is £100 a day. What is the question?
Can I just say I'm very excited to be here, by the way, and if things don't go too well, I will be playing the race card.
I'll be honest, guys, it's always worked for me.
Is it perhaps? How much Iceland food does the Katona family go through?
Is it what does Jade Goody spend on magic beans?
Is it how much more was Joseph Fritzl spending on groceries than seemed normal for a family of his size?
Yeah, I know we're spoiling that dog, Joseph, but nappies and flip-flops.
Is it how much does Max Mosley spend on plasters? Did you read about that? Spanked for 5 hours. It'd be horrific. I hate it when I stub my toe.
Yeah, but you don't stub your toe with your arse.
Is it how much could you earn if you answered this ad? Work from home, must be gullible, no skills required.
Is it how much is Brooklyn Beckham's pocket money?
Is it how much would I pay somebody to dress up as a lion, go to IKEA and hide in a cupboard?
Is it what do I pay my cleaner not to go to the police?
Is it David Blunkett's swear box as he hangs pictures?
Okay, so I get he'd missed the nail because he's blind. Why is he hanging pictures? He's blind.
It is something generally to do with houses, isn't it?
It is something to do with houses, yes.
What's the average house price going down by?
That is exactly right. Well done, Frankie Boyle. There you go.
I would like home news, please, Dara.
Home news it is. The answer is 1 year. What is the question?
What would be an appropriate prison sentence for people who use the phrase hollybobs?
Not the answer, but I'll take it.
Is it how long the BBC have left now they've lost Bake Off?
And the clock is already ticking. Yeah.
Is it in a Wetherspoon's kitchen? What is the chef's equivalent of the 5-second rule?
Is it Southern Rail's estimate for a London to Brighton journey?
Do people kiss goodbye to their children at a Southern Rail station and go, you look after your mum?
How long does it take to earn £100 if you work at Sports Direct?
How long does it take a YouTube clip to buffer at my parents' house?
Is it... How long would Charles Manson have gotten in prison if he'd been a promising swimmer?
Yeah. Bit of truth.
Bit of politics there.
How long does Jeremy Hunt want junior doctors to work per week?
OK, so under Theresa May's education reforms, how much of a carefree childhood will children now be allowed?
Is it how long would it take to rewatch all of Dara's TV appearances from the last month?
Very good. Thank you very much.
If I make a joke about ISIS in the queue, how long will it take me to get through airport security?
OK, is that the correct answer?
I think. How long has Jeremy Corbyn been leader of the Labour Party?
It is indeed. Thank you very much, you guys. Well done.
Science, please.
Science, yes. Whoop! Science! One up our team. Your category is science. The answer is 7 months. What is the question?
Is it how old Princess Charlotte will be when the Daily Mail start commenting on her weight?
Is it how long does my nephew think I've been playing hide and seek with him?
Is it how long until Sepp Blatter gets bummed in prison?
Is it how old was Jack Whitehall when he first appeared on this programme?
Is it if I get a 30-second advert before a YouTube video, how long does that feel?
Skip it in 5!
You can't always skip! You can't always skip! Some of them you have to prove you're over 18 as well. It's a nightmare.
Is it if I was in charge, what would be the prison sentence for saying chillax?
Is it how long does it take to get to Glasgow on a megabus?
Yes, a megabus. I am the accepted
As if
face.
you've ever gone on a megabus.
I'm on every megabus, Pat.
Is it how long it takes Dara to start a sentence?
What's this? What are you going, Britain's Got Talent now? Is that what you're doing?
So actually, I really haven't got over that Britain's Got Talent thing. You brought it up out of nowhere 2 weeks in a row, Dara.
I will continue to until I hunt that man down and kill him. It wasn't the fact that he did it. It was the fact that it was a snippet that they chose in all the acts. They said, oh, they'd like 1 second from each act. And his was just him going, and the number underneath. 9888999.
I know, but...
There's more to me than that.
Is there?
No. Seemingly not.
Is it to avoid suspicion how long is Mo Farah planning to run his next 10,000 metres in?
OK, can we move to the correct answer, please?
Is it how long it took for me to get over seeing my dad in the bath?
That's very quick, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
It took me 4 years.
Really? What's he doing looking at my dad?
Surely more the question is, what was your dad doing in his bath?
Friday night's Friday night.
It's to do with that thing on the comet.
That thing... That's your correct answer. It's to do with that thing on the comment.
I can't believe that this is the right answer.
Oh, my God. Go on.
It's basically, how long was the space probe that landed on the comet asleep for?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much. Andy Parson. 1/3. What is the question?
Is it how much of a bottle of vodka I'd have to drink before I found Lewis Hamilton even vaguely interesting?
Is it how many of this week's news stories lend themselves to comedy?
It's been that kind of 3 weeks, really, hasn't it, Andy? Yes.
Is it how much of grease can you buy for £1?
Is it how much of Kim Kardashian is made up of arse?
Is it, of all of the children that I taught maths to, which proportion of them genuinely had a future?
Is it what emoticon would I use to tell someone that I've wrapped a rubber band around my scrotum?
Is it what I'm always missing from a threesome?
Is it FIFA's target survival rate for stadium workers at the World Cup?
Is it, according to legend, how much of you is your head?
Yes. Should be noted.
I'll tell you what it could be, answer. What proportion of that team have I seen completely butt naked?
Yeah. Can we... Has anyone got any answers to a question? I feel like I'm going to ask for 10 minutes.
Is it how many of the words spoken by Kanye West are about Kanye West?
Is it... The way you pronounce Kanye West is incredible.
Well,
It's like you're asking somebody if they're able to West. Like...
Is it think of a fraction that rhymes with the word bird? Think of a fraction that rhymes with the word herd?
No.
Is it think of a fraction that rhymes with the word interred?
No.
Is it think of a fraction that sounds funny if you say it with an Irish accent?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was waiting for you to do. Think of a fraction that I say is 1/3.
What a funny country.
Isn't it? You're not on Radio 4 yet.
I do. This is genuinely the correct answer.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
What proportion of the works planned by Network Rail have already gone wrong or over budget?
There absolutely is the question I was looking for. I wouldn't have got that, mate. The answer is yoga, sushi and ice. What is the question?
Is this what Eric Pickles uses to deal with trapped wind?
Is it what would the three wise men have brought Jesus if he was born in Notting Hill?
You think your Chinese tattoo says keep the faith. What does it actually mean?
Is it, in fact, just what does Madonna smell of?
Is it 16 years from now, what will my son tell me when I ask him what A-levels he's doing?
Is it name 3 things Nigella won't be asking Charles Saatchi to pay for anymore?
Is it Pingu's Rider?
He did nothing. I'm doing nothing until I get more sushi in here.
What is the strapline to the hit Japanese television programme, The Loose-Limbed Fish Eaters of the Arctic?
Is What answer will you get if you ask Paris Hilton to name the elements?
If you own a bar in Soho, what should you call it to guarantee it'll always be chock full of wankers?
Is it simply, what are 3 things which are very difficult to sell door to door?
It is, name 3 things that can make you lose the feeling in your legs.
Sushi? Yeah. Do you know what sushi actually is?
Is it what Andy Murray uses to keep up his training regime?
It absolutely is. Well done. Ava, which category would you like?
Home news, please.
OK, home news it is. The answer is 43 years. What is the question?
How long does it take to repay a £10 loan from Wonga.com?
Is it, what's the life expectancy of someone who works at Greggs?
Is it what is the average Silverstone lap time for a Formula 1 car on Pirelli tyres?
Is it how long is too long to be out for if you say I'm just popping down to the shops for a minute?
Is it how old is the Earth if Michelle Obama really is the First Lady?
Is it how old did Dara look when he was 25?
No, you laughed first.
Oh, that's
You can't pretend sympathy when you laughed first.
It is, in fact, how long have my parents regretted using pulling out as a contraceptive?
How long will Julian Assange be living in an embassy before he finally goes, do you know what, I should have just gone to jail?
Is it, if Ed Miliband remains leader, how long will it take before Labour get back into power?
What is the MILF age of consent?
OK, if you put in a ready meal 43 years ago, how long has it been ready for?
Can I have the correct answer, please? Can I have the correct answer?
Is that not the correct answer?
No, it's not the correct answer. Nor have any of you even attempted to do the correct answer.
It's in how many years will Brazil be ready to host the 2014 World Cup? Genuine proper answer is how long can Gerard Depardieu balance a spoon on his nose?
Could have anything that even vaguely resembles a topical news story.
OK, is it how many years' worth of shale gas are they claiming there is now under the British Isles?
Absolutely right, Chris Addison. Absolutely right. Politics, and the answer is 9%. What's the question?
Is it percentage of British people without sunburn?
Yes. In this room, I think.
Is it the percentage of British men who bought for their wife 50 Shades of Grey, then tied them to the bed and pissed off down the pub?
Rounding it up, what percent of Jesus' disciples turned out to be a bit of a wrong-un?
Is it what percentage of people at a Michael Bublé concert aren't using Tenor Lady?
Is it what percentage of EDL members can spell EDL?
At what point would I normally start running around the room going, have you got a charger? Have you got a charger?
Is it for how much of history has Bruce Forsyth been alive?
As a relatively successful stand-up comedian, how much tax should I be paying?
Is it the percentage of Talisa's phone book she didn't have to delete in custody? What are Edward Snowden's chances of making 40? Well, I'm not going to kill him.
Are you sure you weren't initiating the murder of Edward Snowden?
Unless this is a sleeper cell that I really hadn't known about. You've
definitely offered me £100 backstage to kill Edward Snowden. It definitely happened.
To be honest, you're a Geordie. You'll do anything for £100.
What proportion of the UK electorate think UKIP is in fact a sleeping tablet?
OK. I know I say these words a lot.
The real answer is...
I need to use words.
What gradient of hill makes Chris Froome go, that's a piece of piss?
How many Glastonbury Festival goers are still chilling out in front of the pyramid stage?
Is it how much of the show will be over by the time you get the correct answers to this?
What percentage of this panel will still be alive when Dave show the final repeat of this episode?
Amen, brother.
I would like to Sorry, genuinely, the correct answer if you can, please.
Genuinely,
Yes.
what percentage of people actually can't believe it's not butter?
Is it genuinely? What percentage of Dale Winton's skin has not been replaced by a world of leather?
Please, can we just have a proper answer for once on the show?
Is this the MP's pay rise? Is this how much our MPs pay due to go up by?
Absolutely right, thank you very much. Edward! Catherine, which category would you like?
Sport.
OK, your category is sport, and the answer is 32 days. What is the question?
Is it at what age was Ramesh able to achieve a full beard?
It's a celebration. It's a celebration of your culture.
Is it, according to the people I recently bought a couch from, how long is 10 working days?
Is it due to BBC budget cuts? How far into the future is Doctor Who going to be travelling in the next series?
How long was my friend Lee in hospital when we saw the sign for Burnley?
Is it how would Joey Essex describe a fortnight?
The total amount of time that an average Big Brother contestant has spent in full-time education.
How long does it take the elephant man to exfoliate? Oh, what? Yeah.
Too soon?
Yeah. According to his tax return, how many days did Gary Barlow work last year?
Is it the number of days before One Direction can safely give a urine sample?
Is it? Can you think of a rhyme for songs of praise?
They're really getting
I think I've actually genuinely lost my mind.
OK, can we need to move towards the correct answer if we can, please.
What length of menstrual cycle would keep you permanently nervous?
Is it how long the World Cup is going to last?
Yes, it is. Very, very good. Thank you very much, Catherine. The next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Mark, which category would you like?
Science.
OK, your category is science. The answer is 2025. What is the question?
Is it, when will the stadium for the 2012 Olympics be ready?
Is it what year will black people and white people finally live side by side in harmony in Chinese concentration camps?
Is it, what is my PIN number?
Yes, it is.
Is it my dad took a dump in my toilet the other week? When will it be safe to go back in there?
Or how many times is the word umbrella repeated in that bloody song?
What year will cities gain sentience and raise themselves on hydraulic legs to begin the long battle for resources?
Frankie's vision of the future is terrifying.
Is there any vision of the future you have which involves us living in peace and harmony, having transcended war?
Oh, I've just noticed we're on a dying fucking planet, Darren.
Yeah, it's got to be the year, isn't it?
Is it something to do with cities on hydraulic legs?
It's nothing to do with cities on hydraulic legs. You sure? There will... No, with the cities on hydraulic legs.
Is it, in what year can I book a scuba diving tour of Holland?
That's assuming it hasn't risen up on its own legs and...
Where's
It's Holland, Frankie, you should know.
Holland's not a city.
In the year
Not gonna have any
2025, it'll be the only city left in mainland Europea. The giant war against the ocean countries, etc., etc., etc. OK, I'll give you a clue. Nothing apocalyptic about it whatsoever.
I think I might know it.
Do you?
I'm dull enough to know that, because I read this.
It's something to do with hydraulic. I think it's the date.
If it's not about hydraulic legs, it'll be very disappointing.
Is it not the year? Have the Russians have said something about launching a moon mission, haven't they?
They have,
And
yes.
they, I think, have said that is the date. A mere 66 years after the Americans managed it.
What exactly is it?
They're going to land a man on the moon.
Absolutely right, though. Well done, Hugh. You're absolutely right. It is that, yeah. Next topic is unlikely things to hear in hospital.
We need a drip. Somebody get me Michael Gove.
Now, the good news is your blood results have come back clear. The bad news is blood shouldn't be clear.
Oh, my God, yay! £350 million. Great news, thanks.
Time of death, Pims o'clock.
Look, if you squeeze his drip really hard, he gets an erection.
I'm a junior doctor and I get paid enough.
Erectile dysfunction, you say? Does it hurt when I do this? And does it feel amazing when I do this?
Now, you have pneumonia. Would you like to keep that or gamble for the big prize?
I remember when my dick looked that young.
I am the leading gynecologist in this hospital. I work in the cafe, but I'm a bit of a legend.
Would anybody like a hand? I've just found a hand.
You have cancer. Sorry, you're having a cancer. Your baby is due July 15th.
Well, the good news, it's not spread. It might be jam or peanut butter.
I see you. I see you. No, can you tell me the way to the ICU?
We've had a look at your X-ray, and what we've found might alarm you. There's a big skeleton living in your body.
Yes, I think it's a curvature of the upper spine, but it's just a hunch.
Good news, Mrs. May. We managed to have your tear ducts repaired just in time for your big speech.
All right, the end of the point to Tom. Other news, why was a Preston to London megabus stopped by the police on the motorway this week?
Just the usual reasons.
Yeah.
This was the story where a passenger reported seeing some smoke coming out of some other passenger's bag, thought it was a bomb, turned out it was a fake cigarette that was producing water vapour. Now, let's face it, if you've been pulled over, loads of police have arrived, you've got guns in your face, you're being accused of being a terrorist. That's not going to help you give up smoking, is it?
They shut the M6, 17 police cars and riot vans, 13 fire engines, 4 ambulances and an army bomb disposal truck attended the incident. They walked the people off with their heads in their hands. It was like, you know, and made them sit in the middle of the road.
Those people on the megabus, that's not the first bad trip they've been on.
When they were sat on the side of the road, you could see some of them going, this is the most luxurious part of the journey so far.
I'm always really freaked out by megabus. It's not the weirdest thing in the world, the megabus. Nothing against the bus service itself, but when you drive, like you drive a lot of time on the motorway, going to gigs, like the back of the megabus when you're driving along, like for those of you who haven't had the pleasure, there's times you just get hypnotised by that weird. There are many things I've observed. Firstly, why does that man have such large breasts? Hours staring at that man's breasts going, that is insane. What kind of...
Where can you go for £1?
I thought you'd have to contact Megabus. There's an address there.
I'd have to put plus a 50p booking fee as if people are going to go, well, that's a rip-off.
I walked in here with this in my hand, expecting to be transported to a faraway land. Then I find you want more money off you? Screw you, Megabus man. What a big yellow man with enormous bazongas looks disappointed behind the counter. That is the I apologise. I know that when you're disappointed, you don't go, I am disappointed.
Well, Megabus represents the top of the list of the decadence of the West, is it?
Yeah. We will bring the West to its knees. Middle-aged women from the North will no longer be able to go to matinees at the West End. Students shall not visit their girlfriends in faraway towns.
Do you think when they were dragged off the bus and they were all sort of sat around it, they were still close enough to the bus to be able to use the free Wi-Fi?
They get email the photographs of their own terror alert. The other thing really irritating about this for the entire... In my ear, constantly, people are going, wear the hat, wear the hat, wear the hat, wear the hat. Yeah, they gave me a yellow hat because they think I look like the Megabus guy.
That means that man looks like a penis sausage.
They should call it penissausage.com. Oh, something else is already called.
You're just bringing this up to try and make everybody forget that you look like a penis sausage. That's exactly what's going on here. You just look like a penis sausage in a yellow hat.
Oh, no! I have lost ownership of the joke now.
Somebody's got another new Twitter avatar.
OK, Grant, at the end of that round, although I should get the points myself for the assault to my dignity, ladies, at the end of that round, the points go to Chris Hugh and Milton! Sport, who wants to give me that? Andy Parsons.
So, it was the Olympic parade last week. It was great seeing it live. Obviously, I had to keep a certain amount of a low profile in the crowd because I was throwing a sickie from work at the time. But it was great. 21 buses driving through London at a steady 2 miles an hour. So very like a normal day in London, really. There was an embarrassing moment, though, when one of the conductors rang the bell on the bus and then got the shit kicked out of him by the blind football team. And I realised, actually, that I could get into any sport during the Olympics. The only sport I couldn't actually get into, dressage. Watching a horse walk and then reverse. They call it horse ballet. I don't think anybody would go and see ballet if it was just some bloke walking a bit quicker, slowing down a bit, stopping, bowing, and then pissing off. And secondly, not many people go to ballet anyway because it's shit. Thank you very much, Andy Parsons.
Who have scientists discovered in a cave this week?
I'm so excited about this story, but I can't pronounce the name, and I'm worried about... I know they're not here to get offended.
They're not.
The Homo naledi, or naladi.
Nadali. Homo nadali. Yeah.
Nadali.
Homo naledi. Just think of...
No, can we just save that moment where he corrected your pronunciation by getting the word completely wrong? Can we all just enjoy that for a second?
It's impossible to say it. I was probably
without
doing the milady.
His full name is Homo Naledi No Cry.
The reason I love this story is so they found a few bodies from 100 years apart in a cave. This guy, this idiot.
That's Homo naledi. The find was announced last Thursday by the South African University of the Witwatersrand, National Geographic and the UK science journal eLife. That is a spooky cover of the National Geographic, yes.
Yeah, they have your hooded eyes there.
But the thing is, this is all...
I would find it very hard to believe if the production staff of the show had not done a photograph of that and made it look like you.
I would like to think that. Why? No. I am not doing the face.
Well, listen, I'll tell you one thing.
Face.
I am not getting on that megabus.
Now that, I think, is a thing.
I think we know where this is going now, don't we?
Yeah, there we go. Wow.
You look the happiest out of all three.
How did they die? Do you know how they died?
No, I don't know.
They were shot by an American dentist.
Now, that is too soon.
Yeah. OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Ed, Sarah and Andy. The subject is health. Who wants to come in on that?
Right, health. I actually don't have that good a relationship with my GP. For one reason and one reason only. Up until the age of 17, my GP had me on their records as a woman. But yeah, they had me on their records as Miss N. Caton. And then one day they sent me a letter in the post addressed to Mr. N. Caton. Now, because I'm 17, I don't really pay attention to the detail. I open the letter, and the letter says, "Dear Miss N. Caton, your doctor surgery would like to invite you to attend a cervical screening next Monday at night." Now, this is where I messed up. See, at 17, I knew what cervical was. That's obvious, right? But what I didn't know was that there's more than one meaning for the word screening. I thought screening was like, you know, you're screening a film. So, when it said we would like to invite you to attend a cervical screening, in my ignorant, naive 17-year-old brain, I honestly thought I was being invited to watch a movie about women's genitalia. Right? Now, I'm 17, I'm horny, I'm a virgin. Am I going to go? You're damn right I am. So next Monday morning, I go to my GP, I get to the reception, it's full of women, doesn't put me off. Right? Walk up to the receptionist, I go, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Nathan Caton, I'm here for the cervical screening." She looks up, sees me standing there with nachos, popcorn and pick and mix. Starts laughing in my face.